Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my home. My name is Becky. I am so excited that you're here today. So it is a Sunday morning. I have found myself to be home alone. David went to church. I did not go. I'm still sick, and they do ask us if we're feeling bad, if we're feeling sick, not to come, just because there's so many people in there that are elderly and have different health risks, and they just say, if we love you, we're gonna miss you, but just don't come spread your germs. So it's all out of love, and I understand. So I did not go to church today, and I found myself just sitting here twiddling my thumbs a little bit. So I thought I would pop in and see you guys, because I do love, if I've got any extra time, I do love to visit with you and talk to you. I get so much joy out of doing this channel. I just can't even tell you how much I love doing it. But David and I did go to a couple of antique stores yesterday, and while I did not buy a lot, I did get a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. What I'm most excited about is I found a couple things that already belong to me that I found that I've forgotten that I had, and I want to share with you. So first things first, I want to show you the antique store that we went to yesterday. Well, we went to two. I want to let you see what we saw. And then when we get back, I'll show you first what I bought, and then I'll show you what I have kind of scavenged in my home that I just had forgotten all about. So check out what we saw yesterday, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, this first antique store, not this one, I just wanted you to see the phone booth, but this one is in Wilmington, North Carolina, and this is the display that they have set up whenever you first walk in. And I thought it was such a pretty Valentine's Day display that I had to share it with you. And I just love these, of course. These are the colors of my soul, these canisters. I wanted to share those. I thought this little kids kitchen set was adorable and had to share, and the price wasn't too bad on that. This game kind of outdates me. I don't remember it, but I thought some of you might. And then this big old, oh my goodness, this thing was $1,000, and it even says on the tag, no discount. I guess it was just like a wall display. I'm not sure. I wanted you to see the price that was on this Blendo bowl, because it just confirms that I got a great deal on my set the other day for $30, because mine had the actual dip bowl as well, and the little metal hanger that it goes on. So I'm excited that I got it for $30. And then I just thought these two purses were cute, had to share those. Prices were not bad on that. The name of this antique store is Peab Bodies, if anybody's in the Wilmington area. I loved these stoneware mugs, but I did not want to spend $7 a piece on them. And I didn't really need them. I just liked them, so it wasn't a necessary purchase on this day. There were six of them, though, so it would have been a full set. I kind of regret not getting these little cocktail forks and knives, because I think they would be perfect for my vintage themed party that I'm planning in my head. And look at this swung glass vase. Isn't it beautiful? The bittersweet always catches my eye. It's just glorious. And David wanted me to look at how that box was made. He said he thinks he could make that. It's got little tongue and groove corners there. There is some glassware here that was pretty beautiful. I wanted to share with you. And then they had a pretty good selection of Pyrex. Prices were on the high side, so I was not able to get any, but I still wanted to share it. Sorry about my voice. I know it sounds terrible. I am feeling better, but I still sound terrible, so I do apologize. And I thought you guys that collect jadeite might get a kick out of these. I've never seen, it kind of looks like moon and stars. And then the measuring cups I thought were cute too, but when I turned them over, they're made in Taiwan, so they are repros. And then I took a shot of these because I know a lot of you love the purple glass, and it is hard to find. I don't see it very often, so I thought you guys might get a kick out of seeing that. It was expensive, but it was beautiful, certainly beautiful. And then I loved this bowl. I don't know that was a Pyrex pattern or not. I just thought it was pretty, and there were two of them. And I have never seen these bowls before. They had lids, there were 3 of them, and I just thought they were neat. And then there's a swung glass vase that was not too terribly high priced, but I just bought one recently, so I don't need a new one right now. And quilts are always beautiful to look at. So I'm not sure what this piece here is exactly. It had, I believe it was a California pottery piece. So I wonder if it was missing the little trays that go around this, you know, like in a circle shape for like a serving dish. I wonder if that's what it was, and it was just missing the other pieces that had gotten lost in the shuffle throughout the years. And I don't know if I told you or not, I may have, but the theme of the day was sewing notions, and these were so cute. They took some little berry baskets and just color coordinated the vintage sewing notions, I guess is the only word I can think of, and put them in a little gift basket, and I thought they were so stinking cute. So I thought that was clever to do that, because I know sometimes you run across like vintage sewing baskets and there's tons of things like that in there. You don't quite know what to do with them all, but even that as a display would be cute. And then I am trying my best to build up the courage to buy one of these patterns one day and do an actual vintage dress, but I'm just scared. I'm scared that I'm going to get the vintage fabric and waste it because I don't finish it, but that would be like a dream project for me, is to do that. If I had someone to help me, I might do it, but I'm just a little apprehensive to try it by myself. Now these salt and pepper shakers, I already own them, and I have them on my 4th of July tier tray. I thought that they were a great price, and I just wanted to show them to you. I don't need them because I already have them. I also have that squirrel. I almost picked up this little kittens, but I did not because my salt and pepper shaker shelf is quite full right now, but I had them in my cart. I was going to get them, and I ended up putting them back. That's the kind of, I was talking about, it must be missing the pieces around it. That's what I was talking about with that orange and yellow piece earlier. And of course, I'm a sucker for daisies. I had to show you that. I love those plates, but I didn't want to pay that price for them. They were a little on the high side. This whole little booth was on the high side, but they did have some really cute things. And those little jars down there, look at the price of those jars. A little crazy. Now that swung glass vase was priced pretty reasonably, especially given the fact that it did glow. I put it under the black light there, and then David, in a few seconds you'll see, he put his light on it as well. It was priced pretty reasonable, I thought, because usually anything that glows is super expensive. You can't afford it. And then that owl, oh my goodness, it was so big and so cool. I just don't have anywhere to put it. This is Baker Street Curiosities. It's a different antique store now. It is a smaller antique store, but I just love, there's a couple booths in there that I just love. This is one of the ones. Look at that lamp, you guys. Oh my goodness, I loved it. It is a dream lamp for me, but I have nowhere to put it. And then I just love these little mugs. They are a little on the expensive side here, so I only bought one thing here, and I'll share that with you at the end of the video. This was a whole shelf full of owls. I have some of these in here. I would like to have those little, right there, those brass bookends. They were priced a little high, so I didn't get them, but I did like those. And those little puppies, I guess they're salt and pepper shakers. I just love the whole look of this booth. It's just so aesthetically beautiful to me. All the colors of my soul in one spot. There's something about a ceramic squirrel that is so 1950s, 1960s kitsch to me. I just love them. I can't get enough of them. I don't collect them, and I do not want to start another collection, but I'm drawn to them, and I don't know why. And this booth also had some impressive glass that I wanted to show you. Look at this piece. I would hate to have to ship that out for sure. And there's a Holt Howard cat. I wanted to share that. I knew immediately it was Holt Howard. I was just trying to find the tag to show you. It's a shaker of some sort. And then this little mug was handmade by somebody and gifted to someone. It was so cute. There was a little note on the bottom, a little doggy. I just thought that was adorable. How could someone give that away? And then there's something in this booth that I bought. Can you pick out what it is? You'll see in a minute. And that little dog with his little sad eyes was just too cute. So the first thing that I got, I saw it and absolutely could not walk out of there without it. And this is my first piece of lucite that I own. And it is this beautiful lucite napkin holder. It is perfect. Nothing wrong with it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I paid $12.99 for it. And I love it. I cannot wait. I don't know if I'm going to use it year round or if I'm just going to pop it out during parties. I'm not sure. It kind of goes with all of my party theme things that I've been collecting. But I love this napkin holder. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I was excited to find that. The other thing that I got, so I noticed yesterday that a lot of things were sewing related. There was a lot of patterns, there was a lot of fabric, there was a lot of notions. It just seemed to be the theme of the day, and I don't know how that happens, but it was kind of getting my gears rolling in there. I've always liked to sew. Well, put it this way. My mother was a wonderful seamstress. She could sew anything, and she showed me how to sew. And I like to sew small projects, easy projects that I could finish quickly. She would make elaborate dresses, and she could sew anything. I have done a few quilts, but I tend to lose the attention span after a while. I tried to make clothes. I lose interest. I like things that I can finish on the same day. Does that make sense? I think it's just because my attention span is just so short. They had a lot of fabric scraps that I picked up, and they were like anywhere between $1 to $3 depending on how much fabric that they had. So like this was less than $1 because there's only a small remnant left. But I thought this would be cute to make my little angel that I made for Valentine's Day, because I don't need a lot of fabric for something like that. Pick this one up. This one is, now these have been washed and dried and ironed. So this was $1 because it's kind of a weird cut. It's only so much you're going to be able to do with this. But I thought, again, I could make my little angels with it. And I think I need to make a whole choir of angels now. I think that would be so much fun. Now this piece, I have something special planned for it, and we'll talk about that in a future video. But it was $1, and it is cut up pretty badly. I'm not going to unfold it all the way because I've got it folded so neatly right now. But it's probably, I can probably get a 10 to 12 inch square out of it, which is perfect for what I need. And then these pieces were, I would say, let me see, let me open these up. I think these might be a yard, maybe 3/4 of a yard. So these were like $2 and $3. So I'm not sure how old they are, but they look vintage, and that's good enough for me. And then I got this one, which is probably the most expensive one that I got. It was $3, and there's a good full yard of this. And this one was $1, maybe $2, I can't remember. And this was $1. So again, there's not a lot left on this little remnant, but I can do my little angels. And I have another project. Actually, I have two projects possibly. we'll talk about that later. But that's what I got, and that's a future video coming to you. Just stay tuned. So, Summer sold her house, and we had to get all of her boxes out of the house and into storage. We were unpacking the boxes and putting everything up, and I found this box that I had given her years ago and forgotten about. And on the top were some kind of smoky drinking glasses, which were pretty fine. They weren't impressive, nothing too fancy, just some I had handed to her. Well, thank goodness I went down to the next layer of the box, because I had another layer of glasses at the bottom. And if memory serves me correctly, these belong to my mother, which, if you have heard me say anything about my mother and her belongings, anything that I can hold on to hers, I do, because there was so little that was left of her that belonged to her. And I'm almost positive these were hers that she gave me. And I want you to see them up close, how beautiful they are. They've got little suns on them. You see that? Like little celestial suns. They've got to be from the 70s. Aren't these beautiful? There were 8 of them. Unfortunately, 1 broke. So now I have 7. But the fact that these were my mother's, and the fact that these are so amazing, I was so excited to find them, bring them home. I have not washed them up yet. I just kind of brought them in the house. I'm just so thankful to have these and use these and show them off. So this is something that belonged to me. I'd forgotten about. I guess I had given them to Summer unknowingly, because I thought the other glasses I was giving her them. I don't know that I would have given her these because, so, you know, like I said, I have so little left of hers. Maybe one day when she's ready, I would. And then I had a friend call me, and she wanted to know if I had anything left from Summer's wedding, like plates and glasses and silverware and things like that. And I had it all. I had saved it all. It was all up in my attic. So I went in the attic and to pull all of that out for them, and I found 3 things total that I had forgotten that I had. I'd completely forgotten about them, but I was like, oh my gosh, I need to bring these down. So the first thing is 2 of the 3 is a set, and it's these little serving dishes. Aren't these beautiful? I don't know what they're made out of. They're kind of, I want to say they look like, what is that stuff? It's itchy. I can only think of asbestos. It's not asbestos. It's, what is that called? It's not melamine, but it's plasticky. I can't think of the word. If I can think of it, I'll put it here. But I still have the tags on them. I paid $1.99 for each of them at a thrift store at some point in my life. And I forgot that I had them. But they are so beautiful. And they are going to be cherished now and not hidden away in an attic. And then the last thing, you guys, how did I forget that I had these things? I can't even understand myself sometimes. I found a tablecloth. It's round. And it's the most beautiful lime green. And let me show you the pattern. I cannot wait to have a party because I want to use all this stuff. Here's the pattern. Hold on. It's little daisies. And it's perfect. It's got a little lace edge here. Just lace. It's just lace. And it's beautiful. And I can't believe I forgot about these things. I mean, you know, I looked around a little bit more up there. And this is all I could find. But I'm thinking, how could I have been so careless with something so beautiful? I'm going to blame it on David because I really don't think I would have just thrown that in the attic so carelessly. It's just, I think he did it. Oh, look at this. Isn't that, it's perfect. We got to have a party. Okay, so that is all that I have to share with you today. I just could not, I had to share with my friends. I was so excited. Nobody else would understand my excitement more than you guys. So thank you all for taking a few minutes of your day to spend with me. It means the whole world. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.